Hey guys, this is Brett Yantz. I've been seeing a lot of people having trouble with the database implementation, so I decided to go ahead and make a video. Some of the issues people have been having are getting the forward engineer to start without, or the issue I've seen is not being able to connect to the server. After that, the problem seemed to be actually getting to the tables and entering the data. Once the data is entered, I'm seeing two different problems, one of them being no default set, and the other one being a foreign key constraint problem. So let's start us off with the connection thing. So what I'm going to do now is pull up my SQL workbench, what we're working on to actually, well, you know what that is. I don't need to explain that to you. Probably should have had this open in the beginning. In any case, so what we're doing is clicking here on local instance, making sure this pops up. And normally we will be asked for a password. We'll actually see right here that the server status is stopped. I wonder why that is. I didn't actually plan that, but it is good to see that. Let's go ahead and pull up my notifier. And this is how I fixed it in the first time. So pull up my SQL notifier, and it pops up down here. Yeah, it looks like my one of my applications actually closed down the server. So let's see if we can just start that up. It looks like it is not starting up. Okay. I'm going to show you how to fix that. So what you're going to do is pull up command prompt here. I did that wrong. What you actually want to do is pull up command prompt with administrator privileges. Alright, now that we have administrator privileges, we're going to find the issue I was having. Let's see, it's start service. Oh, it's which one? I think it's this one. Yep. So we're going to do net start MySQL. That's net start and MySQL 57 for me. I don't know what your computer is set up to. It could just say MySQL. Mine is MySQL 57. So net start MySQL 57. Enter. Okay, looks like the service cannot be started. So let's pull up our services. I'm going to go to Task Manager. That was right-click on the taskbar, then go up to Task Manager. Over here we have Services. Scroll down to MySQL, and we see right here that the status is stopped. So we go ahead and start that. Service cannot be started because it is disabled or because it has no enabled devices associated with it. Let's try opening services. Okay, now we can scroll down here and find MySQL. Yep, there it is, disabled. So we will go to properties here. There it is. We'll go ahead and set that to auto startup. Hit OK. Close that and try starting it now. Oh, there we go. We've got success. All right. Net start MySQL 57. Oh, looks like that was redundant. It had already been started. Cool. Do this. I can go ahead and close Task Manager now. And it looks like 57 is started. Let's go ahead and refresh this. Boom, refresh. There we go. It's asking for the password now. All right. So those are the steps you may need to take to get your server running. Once you're able to, or once you have it started, then you'll be able to pull up your your diagram and do your forward engineering. Go through all of these steps as it tells you to, and it will do as it's told. Because I have already logged in, it did not ask me for the password again, but after or before the review SQL script, it may have you log in. And as long as you follow the steps that I did, I apologize if it went a little too fast, just send me a message and I'll explain what I did. As long as you did what I showed you how to do, it should run this easily. So go ahead and close out of there. Okay, so to actually get into this, to enter data, we click on the local instance MySQL, which is essentially what I opened over here. It's the same thing. And now we go look for the object. It may still say MyDB like it does right here. To figure out what it actually says, make sure you click on this, and the physical schema is what it's named. So if you change it to Perfect Pizza, it'll say that over here, but the default is just MyDB. So if you didn't change it, you'll probably see MyDB here. If you did, look for whatever you changed it to. So click the drop down for your database, then click the drop down for tables. And this is where you see the different tables. You can go ahead and right click and select rows, limit 1000. And this is where we can actually enter the data. Every single one of these is where we will enter data. Keep in mind there is no customer first name in the book, so we just leave that null. I did mention that one of the issues people were having was with no defaults, and we can actually see here. Actually, let me pull up. Is it? Yes, it's this one. Right here. You actually see right here, operation failed, and we can see what error it is. It says error 1364, field customer first name doesn't have a default value, and we can read down here the command that was issued was insert into the Perfect Pizza database, the customer table, and then we have values for customer phone key, customer last name, address 1, and zip code, and the values right here. And we can see that there isn't anything put in for the first name, which is why which is one reason that it's saying that there's no default value, because our classmate did not put in anything for that, and it's expecting something in there. The reason it's expecting something in there is because it cannot be empty by itself. What we want is null. So what probably happened is he entered something and then realized, oh, hey, that's in the wrong place. And you'll see that all of these say null, except for this one. It's null, or it doesn't say null because the null was exited out. All you have to do to fix that, there we go. I'm not exactly certain how it works, but let's see, let's fiddle with it a little more. How'd I do that? I literally just had it. There we go. Okay, so apparently what you have to do is deselect it and then right-click it. So if you have it selected with the I-bar blinking like that, just click on a different one so it's deselected, and then right-click, and then you can set field to null, and that puts the null back. So that's what is causing the default issue. Let's go ahead and close this, and we'll talk about the other issue. Let's pull up the customer order. The other issue is, let's see if I have a recent one. Nope, that's not it. I'll just explain it. So what happens is we enter information here. Let's say the order was the first one on this date. at this time, and the customer's phone number is 903-209-6128, and the employee who got it was the first employee, whatever their key is. All right, so you hit apply, and then we get this error 1452. Cannot add or update a child row. A foreign key constraint fails. What this means is that we have this information in here, but it doesn't actually have something to reference. So to fix that, we actually have to go in and create these keys. First, we have to go into the employee or the customer or the order. We have to go into all three of these. Well, I guess this is the order, or is it the order detail? It would be the order detail. In any case, so you go into employee, and we'll say his employee key is this, his last name is Yance, first name Brett, hire date. Okay, apply that. All right, now he exists. We can get rid of the employee table, and then we can go to the customer table, and customer phone key is 903-209-6128. Last name is Yance, first name is null, and we'll put an address here, address there, city, state, and zip code. All right, apply that, finish. Okay, now we're done with the customer, and now we can do an order detail. All right, and we see here that we actually have another key that we have an issue with, is the product key. Actually, we've got order detail key, order key. Okay, I'm mistaken. We don't actually need to go into the order detail. We can just have it as is. So now that we have the two foreign keys, the phone key and the employee key updated, we should be able to apply it. And no errors. And that's all the problems that I've seen. Once you're done with that, all you have to do is, I guess there have been a couple people who have been having issues with exporting the data, so I'll go ahead and walk through that as well. I'll go ahead and log back in. So what you're supposed to do when you're done with all of your tables, and you'll find all the information that you need to put in here. This is all the information. You'll note that the customers does not have a first name, so just leave that null, just like this. Null. Leave it alone. Don't put anything in it. And if you do accidentally put something in it, I showed you how to turn it back to null. In any case, once you're done with all of those tables, applying all of them, because if you don't hit apply, you lose all the information. So you hit data export, you may have to put in your password again, and then you get this, this page. Once you're at this page, choose the database you want to export. In this case, it would be Perfect Pizza. Then you make sure this is checked, the export to self-contained file. If you want to change where it goes, click right here, these triple dots, and then put in the, or choose whatever, whatever folder you want to put it in. Make a name for it, hit save, and then start export. That's going to get the entire thing put out, and you should be able to upload your assignment. All good. If you do need any more help, just give me a holler. My phone number is 903-209-6128. You can also send me instant messages, and I will help you out.